back to Creative Tuesdays with Liz. I am so very excited to be back again today as we come together and create our 3D cup or mug of hot cocoa or hot tea. This is a really cute project, an art project. It ends up looking really awesome. But what you'll need is a plain piece of paper. You'll need some scissors, glue, your coloring utensils, maybe some cotton balls or some stuffing, and also you'll need a rectangle for your mug. So this is actually going to be what our mug is going to be. So if you want exact measurements, then something about the size of 4 inches by 8 inches long rectangle, or if you just had a piece of regular like printer paper, you could just cut off the top across right there. Right there. So it doesn't matter your exact measurements or anything. This is just going to be, roughly about the size of a mug. And what you're going to do to your rectangle is you are going to take the ends and fold them and give them just a little flap. So that way when we get ready to glue it down on our paper, we'll have a surface that we can put glue on and make it stick to there. So, all right, the first thing that we're going to need to do is draw a table with a cup saucer on it to put our hot mug so that we can have that on there. And there's a template provided for you that looks just like this. If you want to use that, you can. Or if you want to draw your own, that is fine too. It is super simple. We'll make sure you just have one large oval and then a smaller oval on the inside. That's the little place where your mug sits. And then you'll want to draw a line across a horizontal. You might want to make sure that you have more room on the top and this side is smaller. Don't put it halfway, put it below halfway, and then that way you'll have room for your mug and your hot steam to rise up. So there you go, just something very simple. Your plate, your little cup saucer, your table that it's on, and you can decorate the back part to look like wallpaper or your wall or anything like that. You could decorate the table to look like a wooden table. So that's the first thing that we'll do is decorate our background piece of paper. So I am actually going to draw lines on mine to make it look like it's kind of sitting on a wooden plank table. So we'll just draw, and you can do this any way you want to. You could draw a placemat under your cup saucer, or a little one of those lacy doilies that people used to have. You can add anything under there, but yeah, I'm just going to kind of make mine look like a wooden plank table. So I'm going to put some little wood knots in it. And I'm just drawing kind of really lightly, just some little scribbly, kind of long little oval, circle-y shapes, kind of. Just to make it look like I said, wood knots or something. So I did that with a brown marker. And then I'm going to take just a brown crayon and color over all of it. I can get the brown out. There we go. So then I'll just cover over all of it, and you'll be able to see the darker brown of the markers showing up underneath. In case you wanted to do something similar with a table, you can give it any kind of wood grain. It didn't have to be brown like regular wood. You could have some blue wood or green or anything underneath yours for your table. You can create this any way you want to. I feel like that is what is so neat about these projects. Even though this is basically the same project that we're all going to come together and create, they each will look so different and so personalized to you. So I think that's the neat thing about it. So, alright. So yeah, you can decorate your table, the background, like it's the kitchen. You could draw a window on the back there. Or if you didn't want it to be anything too detailed to take away from your mug, just color it plain or fill it in plain. However you wanted to do it. I just really want you to enjoy this. There's no right or wrong way to do this. If you wanted to make yours on a colored piece of construction paper, you could do that and then maybe cut you an oval shape out on another piece and glue that on there. The possibilities are always endless. I want you to feel free to just add anything to it that you want to. Any way that you want to make it yours, you make it yours. And I hope that everyone's been doing well. With it being so cold, and I'm so glad the sun is out today. We have a little bit of sun. But with it being so cold lately, I know I've been drinking a lot of hot tea and a hot coffee, or like I said, some hot cocoa. So I think this is a fun, neat little project to make. Alright, so I got my table all colored in. And then color in some of the wall. You can feel free to make this as detailed or just as plain as you want it to. But I do feel like I want you to decorate this part too, just so it'll have a finished look to it. It'll look more finished if you've added to the background too. Some yellows. I'm going to use some different shades of yellows. If you prefer watercolor or chalk, you can watercolor your background if you want to. And if you need some help with anything, I'm sure that somebody would be very glad to help you or with anything that you need, but just have fun with this. I want you to remember that it's not about the end product, what it looks like when you're finished. It's about the process of how you feel throughout creating and just doing something that you like. It's good to just kind of create some every day. It helps us come up with more ideas and problem solve for things if there's something that needs another solution. So we're just kind of creating every day. It's a good thing to do. All right, and I'm not gonna make mine look too detailed. Just enough decorated so that it looks finished. All right, so for your mug, you can decorate this any way you want to. You could design a mug. You could make it look like a mug that you do have at home. You could just decorate this any way that you want to. So I am going to put some diamond patterns on this mug. We'll have some diamonds on it. If you have a favorite mug that you like to drink your hot tea or hot cocoa out of, leave a comment in the comment section below just what your favorite mug looks like. So that would be an interesting thing. And also, please do take a picture of your work and share it on social media and tag us, the Lancaster County Council of the Arts, in it so that we can start back up looking and seeing what each other are creating when we're all doing these projects together. It's just really neat to see. like I said, how it's the same project, but they look so different. All right, so I've got some diamonds on here. And if you need to pause the video at any time to finish working or take a restroom break or get something to drink, you can do that and then come back and press play whenever you're ready. So I'm not going to decorate mine all the way just for time's sake so that you guys can see how to put this together and everything, but I will decorate it a little bit more. So there's some blue. I'll put some green on it. I'll put a skinny green stripe after the big bold blue. But you can come up with any design pattern that you want to. You can color it all in. Let's see. I'm going to do a green one in the middle. Green is my favorite color. I always like to use green. And then I would go back in here. I'd color this section brown. And I'd even color these background parts back here. But like I said, for time's sake, I'm not going to finish this one right now. But so you'll take where your folds are. Whenever you're finished and ready, if you want to pause now so that you can finish coloring, you can do that. But whenever you're ready, you will put glue. Here's the front of your mug. If you turn it over, you'll fold your flaps in, and these are the surface that we're going to put glue on. We'll put it right on these flaps. We'll hold one side in place and press it down kind of on your mug, on your saucer plate. You'll have that there. And then the other side, just make sure you lift it up so it looks like it's coming up off your paper. And then you can press that side down and glue it. So here's our mug, and you see it kind of looks like it's coming off the paper. Now, mugs have a handle, so if you wanted to draw a handle that you wanted to cut and put on there, you can draw yourself a handle. I'd give mine a brown handle. So there's a handle. You can cut that out, your handle out, and we'll glue that on. You can just glue this right on your paper, right up next to the mug there. There's my handle. It's a little small. This is a miniature handled. This is a one-finger handled mug. So there's the handle. And then you can take some cotton or stuffing and you can kind of stretch it out to make it look kind of like steam rising. A little bit of steamy smoke there. Can kind of stretch it out real thin. And then you'll rub some glue starting kind of right on the inside of where your mug would be. And you can give it a little curl arch to it. Or you could just go straight up. And then you will just glue this down in place. And then maybe if you had a piece of colored construction paper, you could glue this whole piece onto it to kind of give it a frame and just make it look more finished. But here is our 3D mug of hot tea or hot cocoa. So I hope that everybody enjoyed creating that and just kind of had fun with it. And next week we will come together and create a magazine strip collage. So for this project next week, you'll need old magazines, scissors, glue, plain paper that you can glue your strips on, and some colored construction paper. And what we'll use the colored construction paper for is we can cut out a frame and frame it up. But yeah, so let's come together and create next week our magazine strip collage, and it will be a fun, good time. I'll see you then. Thanks.